Yes. If it's the white people, you will start clapping for them. Have you not seen these white people doing underwater wedding? Wedding inside the water. Haven't you seen them? What do you think they are doing? Ụfọdụ n'ime fa achọpụtago na fa nwee nwunye mmiri na di mmiri. Ha burugodo ụzọ ha mee introduction n'ime mmiri a. Anọla in the presence of their water family. Agba anya bụ akwụkwọ. If it's our people, they will say it's satanic, it's devilish. Nwere ife unu na-ada akpọ na ajọ ife ka ọ bụ. Mana ọnya ka ndị ọcha ga-eme je fa na-anafere ife a na-agalafa. Ichezie na nwelu. Eleghesi wee gwa unu ya bụ eziokwu, ọ na-agba unu agba na ntị ka ma aghọtara. They will continue. Ozi ọma ọdịnala ga na-aga n'iru. We will continue spreading, that awareness, spreading the word. Come back to your own spirituality. You that you say you are a Christian or foreign faith, dị ihe anwa. Ọ bụrụ ọdịbendị unu ka ọ bụ. Ọ bụrụ ọdịnala unu ka ọ dị. It is not the way your forefathers worshipped. It is not the way they acknowledge their own spirituality. Well, if you feel comfortable with J-Boy, carry on until the day you realize that you are in darkness. Because that is the way I see most of you. Who say that tradition is demonic? Who say that acknowledging your own spirituality is demonic? That is the way I see you people. I see you as ndị ya azụ akwa. Mbosi unu tetele ụla, anyị amalụ. So as a lady or a man, do not wait till you get married before you settle your spiritual forces. Whether spiritual husband or wife or bụ otu ọgbanje or bụ ndị ọgbọ n'uke ma ọ bụ agwụ gị ma ọ bụ chi gị ma ọ bụ ndị ichie ma ọ bụ ngene ma ọ bụ ngwu akpụ ogwugwu akwali ọmụmụ. Because if these forces are attached to your destiny, you have to make peace with them. They still exist 100% whether you believe it or not. Because the problem becomes worse once you enter marriage, once you, the man, marry or the woman. As a lady, do not carry your spiritual husband problem to destroy your life with the man you are getting married to. Same thing with the man. Kabaru, arrange your spiritual foundation before you enter marriage. Aside from spiritual foundation, physical foundation. The physical foundation is the one that you run checks on the man's background. Check him. Is he financially buoyant? Is he mentally okay? Is he psychologically, academically sound? Is he mentally fit? Is he sexually, These are the things you check before you go to check the spiritual aspect of the person. If you go to check the spiritual aspect of the person and you find out the person has a spiritual husband or spiritual wife, don't run away because it's ignorance that makes you to run. Look for ways to help that man, to help that woman to be in good terms with their spiritual family, with the spiritual husband or spiritual wife. It won't take anything out of you. Rather, you will reap benefit. I once had the opportunity to counsel a young man. He was scared because he told me that the girlfriend told him of having a spiritual husband. He became scared. So being that he's on my page and he saw me make a post of this, he decided to come for counseling. Of course, you should know my inbox is monetized. You don't just come and say, Dibia, this, that, and that. My gift should make way for me, right? So for me to counsel you, you have to pay for spiritual consultation. You have to pay for my time. Because most people, you take Dibias for granted, you think they fall from the sky, or like you normally say, using your church lingo, freely have you given, abi freely have you received. I don't know what it has to do with agwụ. A na-arọrọ mmadụ agwụ arọ. A na-edozi mmụọ edozi. Ọ bụ freely ka a na-eme ya. Do you go to the market and get those spiritual materials free? I will educate on that. I will talk about spiritual consultation. I will talk about it. So that people will know and stop belittling themselves and stop disgracing themselves. That is why most of you have access to fake messages. They will just tell you one fake thing or the other to extort money from you. So I counsel this young man to lead her to a good dibia to do the spiritual alignment and appeasement. If he's financially okay, yes, let him go ahead. That the forces with that lady will bless him. The forces with the lady will settle him. They will bless him. They will open his way for being kind to her, for accepting her for who she is. Have you ever wondered that there are some ladies you meet, and when you have a relationship with them, when you start, maybe you become intimate, doors will open for you. Haven't you discovered this? Aside from even sleeping with the person, once she comes in contact with your life, anytime she blesses you with her presence, things change. The aura in the room will change. People will start, acknowledging you. People will start giving you gifts. Haven't you noticed that? Likewise, the same with a man. A man can come into a woman's life and light up her life. Doors will open for that lady or the woman. Things will start flowing, Blessings will come, promotion will come, abundance, favor. You name it. Supernaturally, everything will start working for your good because of this person's presence in your life. So, whether you believe or not, they exist. As a man with spiritual wife, learn how to sort this issue out before you get married, so you don't destroy the life of that woman, cause her setback, hardship. Are you listening? The same thing with the man. Spiritual husband or wife can give you a life partner that will make life unbearable to you when you are not at peace with your spiritual spouse. They just use that person to punish you. Always, you will be unhappy because you did not give them their due diligence. You didn't act in line with them. You didn't appease them. Sometimes they can also bless you with a good man and a good wife. So you will enjoy marriage once again, provided that once your life here on earth is over, you people, you continue from where you stop. These are the things to say when you go for that spiritual alignment and appeasement. Don't wait till you settle down. The problem is worse. Then you start running up and down. When you are single and you find these things out, please do the needful. Go and meet a good dibia or spiritualist around you that will attend to you. Sometimes, these churches, they tend to separate, like Sele. Some of them, they will tell you they will separate you. It's not possible. If they have done separation work for you, please, no. Retrace your step. Go and do alignment and appeasement. Align that you are not rejecting them. You acknowledge them that they are part of you. Appease. Give them their due diligence. If Alpha says that they say you should come within Zuoji Manyogo, probably Ojugo, you go with that. If it is native egg, you go with that. If it is fruit, you go with that. There's some we talk about sale pass, wrapper, and all that. I don't fancy that. And please, when you are doing all these things to some of my DBS, stop polluting our water. Stop polluting the water. You clog these waters with all this. It's not good. You go with things that once it, how will I say it? You dispose of it, it returns back to earth. Like a ifedika oko, a basket. All right? Not plastic. You know that plastic. Let me not digress, but I just want you to know that you should be able to Take care of your spiritual husband and your spiritual wife the same way they took care of you in their former life. Even if you are not fortunate to come at the same time, of course, you'll marry. So they will allow you to marry. You need to acknowledge them and tell them that you are not running away. So do not get tired of hearing me talk about marrying spouse, spiritual spouse. All right? They are part of you. You don't have to run away. Like I advised this man, and he was so happy. He said he was afraid when she told him that she has a spiritual husband. He was like, hey, which kind of wahala be this one again? How many of us go they marry this woman now? How many of us go there, now? So after counseling him, he became calm. He now understood it. I said, yes. If you do this for her, I bet you there is nothing that you are looking for that you will not get through this lady. In fact, don't even make her unhappy. Take care of her, pamper her like a baby. I remember those days. I had a man in my life that recognized me. He knew what I was. If you see the way he talks to me, oh, even if he goes out and he doesn't have any money, Obugodu biscuit 5 naira. He will buy that biscuit 5 naira. Obugodu no sweet 10 kubo. He will buy that sweet, I will just see it. I will just be so happy and smile. Then give him a hug. That hug is so impactful. When he goes out, he knows the blessings that follow. He knows the favor. He knows all that. I think he started telling me, I started becoming aware of myself through that my man, because there was a day he said I was so angry with him. I don't know what he did. I can't recall. But I was so angry with him that, he told me some hurtful words and I wished him evil. I told him, for hurting me, you go out, you will see now, you will jam them. That was what I said. And when he went out, he really jammed them. In fact, moto jam him. Let me be honest and open. He now remembered what I said. Not quite 10 minutes that, we parted from each other. He said, no, his day will not be okay if he doesn't go back to apologize to me, if he doesn't come back to pet me and make me smile. He now came back. Me too, I've already forgotten what happened though. I'm like, didn't you go to work again? He said, no. Come, I came. He now hugged me. He said, please, sorry, I am sorry. I asked him, what for now? He said, no matter what, that he's sorry, that I should forgive him. I said, I've forgiven you, not to know. He's like, are you sure? I said, yes. I announced I said, yes, that's better. He now left. He was so happy. And the day became bright for him again. And he testified of how the day was. So, sometimes you won't believe in this. You think it's a fairy tale. But it happens. So no matter what, try as much as possible to pet that your spiritual woman too and your spiritual man. Then your physical one, please, learn to balance the world. Balance to get the best out of both worlds. It works. Some women, they don't even know they have spiritual husband. You see them misbehaving in marriage. Likewise, some men. There's nothing their physical wife does that impresses them. So find out. Because church emego ndị be anyị tate. Fa na-ezuzu yale, na-akpọkwu yale. Out of ignorance and stupidity. When you tell them, they say, no, my pastor can handle it. They will give you pamphlet, a booklet or 20 leaves filled with prayer point. And fire will continue to burn you. That fire you are raining down. Just watch and see those times you will be praying all those ineffective prayers against your source, against your origin, against your spiritual family. You will see how things are. But some will be easily deceived. They say, since I started praying that prayer, it doesn't come to sleep with me. I don't see how. I don't see him. Things are working well for me. Watch out. For how long? Let's be honest. Let us be honest. Marriage is meant to be sweet, not to be endured. You see? So you as a lady, if you have that male energy, you know that river and is female energy. We also have the male energy. Ngene. Alusimili. If you have Ngene as one of your deity, be careful. There is tendency you have a spiritual wife or a spiritual husband. You talk about Apumini, Apuokalete. There is tendency you have a spiritual husband or a spiritual wife. So this is where your spiritual husband comes from. There is no village or town that does not have Ngene. Maybe you might call it another name for that river. You might have another name for it. But that deity from water is Ngene. That is where your marine husband comes from. So you make spiritual husband to be at peace with you in the river in front of Ogugu Ajana. It is not done inside the river, please. Even if you are from air or fire or earth element, it's done on land. Niru nwanyi Ogugu. Niru Ajana. Some have the Ogugu as Ajana. Alright? What am I saying in essence? Acknowledge your spiritual wife. Acknowledge your spiritual husband. Once you are a mariner, Ibo onye ogbanje nọ n'otu. Ogbanje nu ani nke ọbụna ọ bụ ya. Ị ga-ama. So know this today, as a woman or as a man, when your boyfriend or your husband starts going down immediately, he started dating you or got married to you. Odurokwa normal, it is not normal. Ce n'est pas normal. Please find out. Go for spiritual consultation to find out what's going on. Do you understand? Even you, the man, find out what's going on. Because it affects marriages. It affects relationship. Once a man confirms that a woman is the source of his setback, or the woman confirms that the man is the source of her setback, please go and check yourself. Go and make your findings with or without the man or woman. It is only that you have a kind of maturity that you attain that will make you to, open up. I remember then, my own man was telling me that he's married to another woman's wife. No, another man's wife. I'm like, what is he saying? Even as at then, I didn't know myself. So sometimes, he will leave the bedroom for me. He will go out. He won't sleep beside me. I keep on wondering what happened. So one day I mustered courage and I asked him. He said that somebody keeps fighting him at night. That somebody keeps slapping him at night. Somebody keep giving him a knock on the head. I'm like, wow. And I'm not aware of this. Are you for real? Are you dreaming? He said that he has something to tell me. I said, all right, I'm all ears. He now told me that I have a spiritual husband. I was shocked. Because then, I believe that the deliverance and whatever has settled it. I didn't know that he has decided to full-time become engaged with me and look out for me and also deal with me for not acknowledging him. I was shocked. I said, okay, thank you for telling me. What do we do now? And like, I don't know, it's up to you. I've told you that this is the reason why I can't sleep on the same bed with you. And sometimes at night, he will wake me up. I'll wake up. He will ask me to look at my body, look at my body. I'll look at my body. I say, what is it now? He will say, look at your body. My eyes will open, I was sleepy then. Once I open my eyes physically, I will see that my body has become, is it translucent or transparent or white somehow? I will be shocked, I'll wake up immediately. What's happening? Why am I so white? Why am I so translucent? Why am I, like this? This is to tell you that if an amen na more, really. If an amen. Let me not talk about myself. I'm here to educate you. All right? Sometimes you need to check out yourself. Go make the findings without anyone. Don't wait until it's too late to fix your spiritual life. If you are the reason for a man's setback or a woman's setback because of any spiritual problem, you owe it to that person to fix it immediately. Or both of you, yes. Onya amalo, onya anu amalo. Especially for that day of honor, of not having sex. Both of you should be aware of it. And what if you fell there? You use that time to, you can also do your fasting. You can also go offer. You can also use that day, to attend to one of your spiritual guides. Even though na goku. Fast. Make it a day to connect with your spirituality. Make it a day that will be good. All right? And don't forget, because if you forget, you are breaking that covenant. I am happy that these days many men are becoming spiritual. Many men are becoming spiritual. Don't be so fanatically spiritual or spiritually fanatic that any little thing now, you rush off to the DBS place. No, it's not what I mean. So men are becoming more and more spiritual these days, but they are not vocal about it. They sneak around to fix their problems. Don't sneak around, please be open. All right? Take care of that problem together. Because spiritual spouses are real. And they destroy destinies if they are not appeased. Spiritual husband and wife can stop and delay marriage. It can destroy true love that exists. After the reincarnation, now you are now living your life here on earth. Yes, if naturally you have love for a woman, your spiritual wife can destroy it. It will make partners to misbehave. Spiritual wife can cause delay and can destroy marriage. It can spoil true love. It can make you to misbehave in your relationship. It can make marriages never to have love and peace. So real Dibias do not separate spiritual partners. They do not separate spiritual spouse. When I say spiritual spouse, I'm talking about spiritual husband and spiritual wife. All right? So real Dibias, if they discover you have one, they do some work so that you make peace with your spiritual wife or husband. So that they will allow you to have a peaceful marriage in your physical world with your earthly partner. Spiritual marriage that is not properly worked out can lead to lack of love, lack of trust, delay in marriage, lack of unhealthy marriage, as you'll be having ups and downs, infidelity, those things. The man will be womanizing, the woman will be manizing. Anyhow, poverty, confusion, crisis, setbacks, rise and fall, you name it. Once it comes to spiritual spouse and you don't do anything about it before you get married. Some native put them mother Allah, some native Allah, especially if you have call fa na-enyela aka gwọọ gị ịba, gwọọ gị ka a na-agwọ ji. Ikwelu na ọ na-eme, agbanyelu gị fim inene anya ọfụma mana mmụọ mana ife. Ikwelu na ọ na-eme. That is spiritual spouse for you. For ndị nwere ọkpụkpọ oku. Spiritual spouse, whether wife or husband, can make you not to have a child in real life. They can take away your loved ones or kill whosoever that try to love you. Spiritual stealing. Anything that gives you joy because you refuse to acknowledge and appease and align with them. They can make you not to have peace. They can make you to live in poverty. So, if you have any spiritual wife, go and align and appease. There is no time. We are all spiritual people. I discovered mine early, so I work on myself. Despite that it had ruined some things, because again, with the last time before you call on because ordinarily you won't believe. You have to experience it so that you will understand when they are talking to you about spiritual things. Because if you don't experience it, there is no way you will believe that spiritual wife or husband exists. Some of these these pastors, reverends and bishops, they have it. They have it. They go and amend their ways. They go and align with their spiritual husband and spiritual wife before they start their calling as a pastor, reverend, or bishop. Don't allow them to deceive you. If they come and tell you laying of hand in the name of deliverance, it cannot stop your spiritual spouse or husband, because ignorance is a bad disease. You need to wake up and know who you are. The spiritual is stronger than the physical, because we are all spiritual people. You don't separate spiritual husband and spiritual wife. Know it, but do prosper work on it. Align with them. Because your spiritual partner is with you forever. There is nothing that can sever it. That is, if you make peace with them, they will make your destiny here on earth to manifest. Your spiritual wife will help you. We all came from somewhere on this earth, from different portals. I've said it before. When you talk about element, earth, water, air or wind, fire or sun, we all come from different portals. You see that so many broken marriages can be as a result of spiritual husband or wife manipulation. Even the divorce. Even you don't have interest in sleeping with your husband or your wife. It can be as a result of your spiritual husband. If you experience it, you will know what I'm talking about. That lack of attention and care from your partner can be from your spiritual spouse. No serious relationship. The man is always interested in sleeping with you. All the men that come, they sleep with you. All the women that come, they will sleep with you and drain your juice and drop you. They will not agree to marry you. Can be as a result of spiritual spouse. The prayer that you will be raining and you'll be firing your foundation, I'm sorry for you. Because you are bringing curse on yourself. When you pray and you attack your foundation, because all these things started with imported religion. You now fire your ancestral foundation. Now fire. The only thing you can do is, if your ancestral foundation is bad, that they say nunu bulumado monunu meiha jeno pualo pupunia yonu ndichie yonu ndie mejo mbayalo, and everything is good. But when you continuously fire your foundation, you fire the deity that is always protecting the family, that is always blessing the family, you will live in abject poverty and penury. If you continue to pray against the deity that gives you children, prosper you, gives you success in life, akwali ongene obugugu kobudo, you are doing yourself. So for you to stop having sex in dreams, stagnation, genes, loads of disappointment, promise and fail, go and take care of your spiritual spouse. Financial setback, people will hate you, barrenness, and the whole lot of it, or stable relationship, go and take care of your spiritual spouse. Are you listening to me? This is an advice from Dibia Wangu Uchendo. So only then will you reap the spiritual benefits of having one. A spiritual wife is behind the success of most men in their life. She brings inspiration, a protector, a door opener. For many Dibias, spiritual wife is a source of strength, pillar, and power through which they get spiritual works done. I believe I have educated you today, and I believe you will do the right thing. Stop praying that fire, fire, die, fire, die. Stop kabashing. Go spiritual. Look for a rooted Dibia that will help you align with your spiritual spouse and appease them so that you can enjoy your life. Thank you for listening to me. It's bye from Dibia Wangu Chendo.